into draft though, so let's focus on the task at hand. Capedogs Unleashed, VBU Neon one more time, and the Mordekaiser, the Ash, gonna be banned out by VBU Neon. I think Forgotten Turtle wanting to show us that dead Ash don't matter.
That Ash don't matter. Capedogs Unleashed making the decision to ban out the Echo that has been played in both Game 1 and 2 for VBU Neon. And on top of that, we're also going to get a Vayne ban. So an ADC pick, a jungle pick, and then a top lane, maybe jungle pick coming in against VBU from Capedogs. And the J4 going to be denied. That's more of a trauma ban coming through, maybe. But it does mean that Tristana is going to be left open, and Capedogs take it.
Yes, indeed. And I knew it was going to be one of the priority picks in this. It's either been picked or banned the entire series. And VBU Neon will find themselves on the opposite end of a Tristana once again. What will they do to counter that? Oh my.
It's the Twitch. It's the Rats. My. And it's ready to go. VBU Neon.
Oh coming my! In. Wait a minute. Is that a Twitch Lulu bot lane? Yes, it is. That is going to be some very large casks of unmentionables.
Yeah, Kendo, I don't know about you, but I've been playing against Lulu Twitch recently in the league, or not in this league, but, in League of Legends, for example, and I gotta tell you, Twitch is so dang annoying, and then you add a Lulu on top of that, it is no fun at all. However, Capedogs Unleashed with the Nautilus pick, and then Nocturne to round it out.
Yeah, you want to talk about no fun? First three picks for Capedogs Unleashed, all of them, no fun whatsoever. The Nautilus with the ability to hook the Tristana to be able to jump in and potentially knock back Nocturne, dangerous from anywhere. And the fun fact is that Nocturne is such a flexible pick. It could be middle. It could be in the top lane. It could even find itself in the jungle, which would kind of be where you'd normally expect it. That being said, quite the flex that the Capedogs have going on here early.
And VBU Neon, I mean, they might be bringing out the big guns here, Kendo. Yeah, the Yone is going to be coming out. I mean, Fate Sealed, gonna be an interesting ultimate if they are able to land it. I mean, you got a slippery Shadow in the Nocturne, and on top of that, a slippery Yordle in the Tristana. So it's going to be, I think, a little bit harder for VBU Neon to be able to go up against this. But more importantly, Kendo, here moving into the second phase of the draft, there is no Victor ban. And that is one of Darth Kylo Ryan's signature picks ready and on the table. Because they ban out other champions, they could potentially pick that here.
Yeah, very much so. We are going to see a Fiddlesticks be the final ban out, trying to adjust what they are going to see out of Kyten. And I'm interested to know what Kyten's going to play here, because we've seen the Echo. The Echo play has been relatively brilliant all night. I like it for the most part. We're going to see on Xin Zhao, and one of the most popular picks, one of the highest win rate champions, if I remember correct, as well. Or, no, excuse me, only 44%. Highest pick, one of the highest picks, though. 16 picks, only 44%. That's actually surprising.
Well, Xin Zhao is pretty strong. I mean, he is a meta champion right now. A lot of engagement, a lot of opportunity to potentially really displace Capedogs. And I'm not seeing the synergy here, actually. If you get Xin Zhao with the Crescent Guard and he ends up misusing it when the Yone uses his ultimate, it might knock them out of the line that Yone needs to be able to get that ultimate and get that massive damage that it can potentially provide. But we're looking at a really good area of effect play coming in from Capedogs Unleashed.
Yeah.
Victor coming through, most likely for Kylo Ryan, and then Daze in the top lane picking up that cannon.
My goodness. Can you imagine the wombo combo there? Kennen getting some stuns into the Victor Storm. Oh my. This could be brilliant. Set going to come in as the VBU Neon final pick. Eltazi, very good on Set, I might add. So this will add a little interesting flavor. That being said, Set into Kennen. I actually like the Kennen's chances.
Yeah, I mean, maybe VBU Neon just, like Turtle playing the Twitch. I'm loving to see what Turtle is going to be able to bring to the table here as the Twitch here in this game. But the Yone concerns me. The Set into the Kennen concerns me. I'm just a little worried about what VBU Neon's play and strategy is coming into this one. You get knockup from the Lulu, potentially, from the Set to be able to displace the Victor, displace the Tristana. The Kennen doesn't really mind if you bring him back to the backline. He'll just pop his ultimate, and then you guys will all be stunned and dead. But if you're able to get to the Victor, if you're able to get to the Tristana, you could potentially, get some big damage on to those big carries. They won't be able to get the damage in. They won't be able to win the game. They won't be able to win the team fight. The list goes on and on. But you got to be able to get there with the Set. The Xin Zhao might be able to go in for the audacious charge, but Tristana has her ultimate to be able to displace them. The Victor has his gravity well to be able to deny any sort of potential, engagements from the Xin Zhao. I'm very concerned about VBU Neon's composition, but I'm very excited to see if they're going to be able to pull something off and win this game.
Yeah, you have a lot of area of effect. You have a lot of CC abilities, but it doesn't seem like any of them really synergize together. In fact, it almost seems like they clash in certain points. And it's going to be interesting to see how they interweave those together. I do think Forgotten Turtle on the Twitch is going to be the catalyst that is the glue that brings all of this together. So it's going to be a lot on the shoulders of Forgotten Turtle. I expect ganks early and often against this Tristana and Nautilus. That being said, it's a Tristana and Nautilus. It's going to be a very tough lane to win in.
But to be fair, though, for Capedogs Unleashed, they don't really have any ganking potential until the Nocturne gets level 6. The Nocturne can potentially go for a gank. Is it going to be successful, however? Probably not. When you do have extra movement speed coming in from the Lulu, the Yone should be relatively safe. The Set should be healthy enough and should be aware of the potential ganking potential that the Nocturne has. Once Paranoia hits, it's a different story.
Indeed, indeed. Well, we're getting close to game time, folks, and it could be that you are rat jamming just a little bit too hard. You're starting to find yourself a little bit tired. Moose, I think there's a solution for those who rat jam too hard and they run out of energy. Can you tell me about it?
No, I'm waiting for you to finish this one off. I'm anxiously waiting for you to give me the solution here, Kendo. I'm very excited.
Come on, you know the solution. Our solution comes from our friends over at AM Grind. It is a wonderful company bringing coffee from all around the world, naturally sourced. You gotta love it. Variety of flavors. Definitely check them out and make sure you use that code XLNC events. 10% off of your coffee. It is wonderful. Wonderful. You got to try it at the very least. Early in the morning, you need to pick me up. AM Grind. Late at night, too much rat jamming. AM Grind.
Oh boy. AM
Maybe
Grind.
You're addicted to coffee. AM Grind. Don't like the casters. Well, that's your problem, not mine.
No, that's for PM Grind.
Yeah, that's PM Grind.
Yeah,
that's a completely different company. We don't talk about them around here. No names, please.
They're like the left Twix to our right Twix.
Yeah, exactly. We don't. No. They are like the. Never mind. This goes downhill from here. We're gonna start bashing an imaginary company, and it just will not work. I like to keep it positive. I like to keep it on fleek. I like to keep it on the grind, and I can do that much better with AM Grind in my coffee cup. So make sure you pick yourself up some AM Grind today. I do believe we are going to a quick break, and we will be right back with your last match of the night. Capedogs Unleashed, VBU Neon, one more time. We'll see you on the flip side.
So hold our heads up high and beat the drums to what we love. Risk the follow, we have felt it all come crashing down from far above. Stars are rising, countless worlds colliding, only one will take it all. Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we make the final call? We are the ones to ignite the darkened skies, the champions of a world that we defy. A soul ray of the few who rise up high, and we all fight at the last strike. Hearing voices from afar, join the madness when the curtain falls. Risk it all, hold nothing back. Seize the day, we must attack. Stars are rising, countless worlds colliding, only one will take it all. Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we make the final call? We are the ones to ignite the darkened skies, the champions of a world that we defy. A soul ray of the few who rise up high, and we all fight at the Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we bring to fall the giants?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Light League here, folks. We got ourselves game number 3 between VBU Neon and Capedogs Unleashed here, Kendo. A pretty fun game in game numbers 1 and 2, and I'm expecting the same level of excitement in game 3.
We might have some shenanigans here in the bot lane.
Uh-oh. What is Kylo Ryan doing?
Yeah, I'm not sure what Kylo Ryan's doing, but Merciful Crow better run.
Yeah, gotta be careful. And keep this in mind, folks. VBU Neon has a very different lineup than what they did in that last game.
Oh, I just noticed.
Yeah, Merciful Crow is going to be in the support role. You've got Forgotten Turtle still as the ADC with the Twitch. And then you got Chitin playing as the Yone in the mid lane rather than in the jungle. Para04 back to the top lane with his
Is that Jungkook?
And it is. It's Jungkook ready to go here in this one. We're going to be right back into the game in just a moment. Does look like there was a spectator glitch there, Kendo, but I mean, should be back into this game in just a moment.
Oh, and we should. And I'm very interested to see how everything changes up for VBU Neon. You still have Chitin. And if I remember correctly, there was somebody who came into the chat and be like, Chitin's boss when it comes to mid lane. I was very curious about the Yone in the mid lane because Merciful Crow does not characteristically play some of those ADC style mid lane crit champs like the Yones, like the Yasuos of the world, not necessarily an in-your-face sort of mid laner. So this actually solves a lot of mysteries for me. Merciful Crow gonna be in the bot lane doing the support on the Lulu. I love this combination. Potentially, that being said, Jungkook's gonna have to get out.
Gotta be careful. Flash gonna come in, but it's not gonna be enough. Kira's gonna be able to take that kill onto Jungkook, and Nautilus on top of that. We get to see a kill coming in the bottom lane before that. So to recap here, Merciful Crow does go down in the bottom lane to the Nautilus. Does end up getting a death there. And then on top of that, we've also got Kira being able to secure that kill from the Nocturne there. Talon with a kill, and now Akira with one as well.
Oh my. We are going to see some early aggression, however, out of Chitin here in the mid lane, and it's kind of to be expected. I mean, that Yone is going to have to hit the power spike one way or another.
Wait, Kendo, you said it's Chitin to be expected?
Yes.
Yes?
I did not. I did not stutter.
Okay. All right. I just had to make sure, man. I had to make sure. That was... Oh, okay. Well, you know what? We're going to walk past that one here. We do get a little bit of an engage on a Merciful Crow. Does not have flash. Does not have a way to get out of this one.
Oh, no.
And the rocket jump reset. Yoda-lish is going to secure the kill onto Merciful Crow. Turtle will be able to get the invisibility to walk away.
Yes, but at the same time, we were talking about how important Forgotten Turtle is going to be in this comp. Right now, that is a Twitch alone. When potentially we may see the dive. Doesn't even need the dive. That's a 1. That's a 2. That's a 3. One more shot could take Forgotten Turtle out. Does not get it. But they are going to be taking a potential early plate. 5-minute plate for that bot lane potential.
Yep, Chitin again, like you were talking about, pushing out that pressure on to Darth Kylo Ryan. I mean, to be expected. Like you were saying, Chitin to be expected here in this one. Excuse my bad puns. Jungkook, though, in the top lane, going to be up against potentially Dazed, who is not level 6, does not have the Slicing Maelstrom to be able to get those massive amount of stuns, but does have the W to be able to get away and will be able to use that. So Jungkook kind of wasting time here for VBU Neon.
That being said, it's very uncharacteristic of Jungkook. That, oh my! Gonna go straight in! Gonna make him pay, potentially! But the quick 1-2, and Kennen able to escape with not much more than a HP disadvantage here in the top.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point, like, it's not too bad. Like, you know, you're the Kennen, and you're now, what, almost 10 CS, above 10 CS now, up against Para 04 on the set. Things are definitely looking good for a champion that doesn't have a very scary resource, only with, or has that energy bar, so doesn't lose it all that quickly. Nice flash coming in from Kyle O'Ryan as the turret damage gonna take down Chitin to about 200 HP. We'll be able to get away from that one, but with all the priority that creates for CDU, they should be able to get the first dragon of the game.
Oh my, and Para's just getting worked under the tower right now. The stuns, the poke. This Kennen is having a field day. We talked about how some of these matchups were very dangerous. I'm interested to see how Chitin plays it out against this Victor, because that is another one. You have to be aggressive if you are the Yone. Jungkook's gonna get caught out again, and this is just bad news if you are VBU Neon.
Yeah, another great aggression play coming in. Kyle O'Ryan will go down, however. So Chitin will be able to secure that kill, finally making it happen. The Soul Unbound, making it difficult for him to be caught out, but he goes and stays way too long, and Akira will take the kill. The assist goes down to the Victor.
Pretty sure Akira was going for that whether Kyle Orion was under the whether Chitin was under the turret or well beyond the turret. Any vision whatsoever was all that was necessary. And now, for Capedogs, they are up by 3. They have a significant advantage. 3K gold advantage as well. And all these lanes just continue to push.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, look at the gold lead for Akira in the jungle. It is a 1,200 gold lead against Jungkook. Those 2 kills are putting in a lot in that. Fairly even all the way across the rift, though, except for 1,000 gold advantage on this Tristana, by the way. 2-0-1 is not where you want to be if you are up against a very high scaling, high damage marksman that loves to get gold, and we'll be having a nice payday here, looking to be able to continue to keep up that pressure, coming back with upgraded boots along with the Noon Quiver.
Yes, indeed, and that's going to be a very dangerous Tristana in the bot lane. I mean, credit to Forgotten Turtle has not had a death yet, but eventually even a Twitch is going to find itself in dire straits. That is 1-2 under turret, and Chitin's going to get away with it. What a play on the Yone. Now needs to get out.
Yep, no flash available for Yodelicious. Won't be able to get there in time to secure that kill. Make it a 1-for-1 trade. However, it does mean that resources are committed across the rift. Both marksmen's no longer in the bottom lane, as we do get Talon. Akira liking to be able to get the kill, maybe onto Jungkook. Jungkook will die, and Akira will be able to survive with 300 HP. Para 04 using Showstopper, but it's canceled as he just walks away.
Right now, Jungkook is in a world of pain. Normally, Jungkook is the type that really is a CS-focused jungler. Not so much here on the Xin Zhao. Is getting rocked at all corners, sometimes ganked. This Nocturne has been seeking Jungkook out all over the rift. And it's bad news if you are Jungkook at this point, because that Nocturne, 3-0-1, getting bigger. Fatter stacks every single time.
Yeah, this is now the stride breaker online for your jungler at 10 minutes into the game. Mythic items pre-10 minutes are always rough to see, and right now it is going to be Akira being able to run this jungle. You expect him to be able to continue to keep that pressure going up against Jungkook, not letting him be able to get more damage in, and maybe looking to be able to get some pressure in onto Chitin as the flash does come into Paranoia. There it is, right on cue, making it a 1-for-1. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Wild Growth gets used onto Turtle to stop the potential engagement by Talon after that depth charge, but won't be able to secure a kill.
And it looks to be Jungkook maybe glancing towards the dragon that will be coming up here in 45 seconds. That Nocturne, Akira, gonna be able to get some plates. I'm trying to see. It looks like got 2 plates out of the mid turret. So it's getting worse and worse for everyone on the Rift because the Nocturne is slowly but surely becoming a literal Rift nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, that is, I believe, I don't know if that's 2 turret plates or 1, but regardless, that's another 460 gold in his pocket. No one on the Rift at this point can 1v1 this Nocturne. The extra movement speed that he would get from the Fear on top of the spell shield that he's able to get just innately if he's able to land that one. But we are going to get teleport coming in from Kylo Ryan. He is there first as Turtle is going to be the target here. Teleport going to come in as well for Days, and they will try to potentially get the kill on a Crow and a Para. He will be able to land the stun on a Para, but the Showstopper is going to be there into the true damage. Days, oh my god!
What?
Barely survived. That was less than 10 HP. And then meanwhile, in the middle lane, Akira gonna spawn the Rift Herald.
Oh my, and that's even more gold for this Nocturne. Solo gold on that. Oh, Darth Kylo Ryan will go down again to Chitin. Chitin right now is the only hope.
Oh, Akira actually gonna lose his life, and that's a shutdown. Chitin gonna be able to get that damage onto the Nocturne, who really overstayed his welcome there.
Yeah.
He got 2 turret plates on top of that one. He's gonna come back with a big amount of items. Not only does he pick up those plated steel caps, but also a pickaxe as well. On top of that, already working towards that second item, that Steric Gauge, I believe.
Yeah, you're still talking about a very stacked Nocturne, but you gave up the largest bounty in the game right now to what is VBU's only hope there in the mid lane. That Yone, 5-2, has been able to solo out this Victor, who, again, as we mentioned, is a comfort pit for Kylo Ryan. So this is an impressive Yone in the mid, and I get the feeling the battle between these two, we're not done seeing it.
No, and a great little rally coming in from VBU here. Not only do they get the shutdown, but they also get the kill onto the Dragon as well. It is an Ocean Soul for game number 3, which is going to be a high-value target for both teams, as always, whenever you get to see that Ocean Soul coming through. Days, I'm still surprised that he survived that bottom lane engagement. But now Chitin again, I mean, a massive damage already, picking up those Berserker Greaves, almost securing the kill on Orion with that Ignite, but he'll barely be able to survive.
Barely able to survive at all, but this is going to leave Yodelicious all alone in the bot lane, and Merciful Crow and Forgotten Turtle. He has to really be aggressive and push up skirmishes everywhere. Darth Kylo Ryan staying in too long. Kaidakira will go in. This is a 1-2. Do they have the additional on Jungkook? Not quite, but they will take a kill on that Yone any day of the week.
Oh man, that was a great play coming in from Talon and Kaidakira. The depth charge landing, and on top of that, the paranoia to make it impossible for them to see what's coming. And a beautiful gravity well coming in from Ryan as well. He is 0-4, but he does provide the necessary CC to deny Chitin the ability to escape. A great use of the Crescent Guard coming in from Jungkook will keep him alive, but any sort of forward momentum that VBU Neon had is now over. The rally has ended.
It has ended, and I'm baffled by the fact that they are most likely playing from well behind in this match. The 4,000 goal, I mean, it's by no means insurmountable, but you look at the lanes. Everywhere but the Victor, who has found himself to be pretty stinking good bait, as we saw in the last play, it is dynamically gapped. You're looking at a very difficult uphill battle, to the point that this Tristana's just been able to solo down in that bot lane for about 2.5 minutes now, Moose.
Yeah, I mean, right now, look at that. 4-0 bottom lane coming in from Talon and Yodelicious. They have been able to just run the Rift right now, and they are looking for more. Talon is going to use a depth charge onto Turtle, and then we'll be able to get the Anchor Strike onto Crow. However, Jungkook is in the area. We are going to see the counter engage coming in from Akira. Oh my God, look at the damage on a Forgotten Turtle, going to die immediately as Turtle going to be able to potentially secure even more. Not going to be able to actually because he's dead, but he will be able to connect it. Beautiful use of that Fate Sealed from Chitin coming in and getting at least something for VBU Neon, the shutdown onto Yodelicious.
That's a 2 shutdown bot lane that they just took, and it was both by the look of it, it was Chitin who I believe got both, correct?
I think so. No, I think, we only got one of them. It's going to be Jungkook getting the second
who got the other one. So that's going to help Jungkook a little bit. Jungkook's been the subject of bullying, but it's the 2 that you really would have liked to have gotten those shutdowns. So all the more reason, VBU Neon, a little bit of hope, a pinch of hope in the recipe for them. Chitin might be overstaying a welcome.
Yet again, going to be over-aggressive. Will get hit by the gravity well, but the teleport is going to come through from Para04 to disengage. Dragon is going to be active here in the next 50 seconds or so. But Kendo, I want to take a look at that double death again from CDU. Show me what you got here.
Yes, indeed. And we do see Talon going in on Merciful Crow. Jungkook revealing themselves. But I gotta talk about the damage from Kaidakira. Nocturne already is such a dangerous character and can take anyone out in a flash. That being said, this Nocturne, with that high level advantage, was able to find Forgotten Turtle on mission and put them away. Secondary thing to focus on there, the brilliant use by Chitin in order to stop the jump out by Yodelicious. Oh, my goodness. Love it.
Oh, well, Forgotten Turtle might actually be dead here. Just gonna get popped away. Call the Exterminator, and his name is Yodelicious. Depth charge gonna land on the Jungkook, because we do get a 4v3 situation here. Now a 4v4 as we get so much damage, and a 5v4 coming in. Kylo Ryan's gonna be able to get the damage and the kill onto Jungkook, making it a 5v2 situation.
No, don't go back in.
No! Para04 will die. Enough before to secure the kill onto Talon. And now, with Chitin gone and Jungkook dying as well, Akira will secure the ace and the 3rd dragon of the game.
This Nocturne is beyond scary at this point, and if you pinch yourself, you're not going to wake up in time to get out. 14-8. They're going to most likely get Shelly out of this one as well. As we look to the replay, I question the decision-making here by Para04. I like the ultimate. You dived in, but when the Nocturne is taking all of your damage out and you're moving away, it's once again the composition working against itself.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I mean, they go in for that one. Doesn't really do much for them except gets them all killed, especially with Turtle already dead in that play. It was a 5v4 disaster from the start. And now a 6,000 gold lead for Capedogs Unleashed at the 20-minute mark. I mean, look at that gold advantage coming in from Kaidakira against Jungkook. Does look like Daze is going to be potentially going to be the target here. We're going to get a teleport coming in from Kylo Ryan to potentially be able to keep him alive. And then into the Paranoia. Beautiful effort coming in from the rest of CDU as Para04 goes down again. Yes, we do see Daze die, but that is a 9-1 Nocturne, and they're immediately going towards the Baron.
It almost feels like that ultimate doesn't have a cooldown at this point. Every single battle that comes forward has a nightmare attached to it, and VBU Neon are left answerless. They're gonna get a Baron out of this fight, and we're gonna get a replay on the back end just to admire the work once again here in the top lane. I love the fact you have so much kiting ability from this Kennen, and Daze would do such a good job. You see the TP coming in. It really pauses Jungkook as well. I just can't say enough. It comes off of cooldown. It's used immediately in a brilliant spot.
Being a Paranoia being on cooldown, it is about ready again.
My goodness.
Does get the stun, but we do not see the engagement from Katakira. He is up in the top lane. Kylo Ryan now going to go up against Para04. And with Baron now active for another 2 minutes, it will be deactivated on CDU at about the same time that the next dragon spawns. So they won't be able to use that for the next team fight, potentially at the dragon pit, but all the gold that they get in turn from that is going to be available to them. And right now, I mean, they're in a 7,000 gold advantage, almost 8K at this, or I guess, pardon me, 5K at this point, 35 for VBU. But still, I mean, things are just going from bad to worse for VBU Neon, who had such a phenomenal game one. CDU really had to come back from that one in a big deficit. Shelly going to be able to take down that inner tower, and I don't know if there's anything that VBU can do to stop this onslaught. Shelly will die, but the tower will go down. Jungkook can't even go in for an engagement because that'll most likely mean his life.
Yeah, and it's going to continue to get worse from here. VBU in the same spot that we saw CDU in game number 1. They are going to really need to reduce the amount of towers being taken. They need to make their stand, but they don't have the power to do so. We're 1 minute away from yet another Drake, and considering the amount of sustain from this soul, you cannot allow CDU to get soul out of this.
I mean, even if it gets to Soul Kendo, I mean, take a look at what we've got here coming in from items for VBU. You've got a couple of mythic items activated. You even have Infinity Edge bought for Chitin, a big second item that he's been able to get. But there is no grievous wounds on the side of VBU. As we do get Paranoia coming in, they're going to land it on to Forgotten Turtle. Tries to flash away, but the turtle has been cracked, and Kaide Kira is dominating at the 24-minute mark.
And you got a 3-item Nocturne right now who's just continuing to be a menace to everyone on the Rift. That's Serpent's Fang, the 3rd item, correct?
Looks like it. I think you're right on that. Yeah.
That's all. You're getting a little bit of lethality in there as well. The burst damage is growing, and this Nocturne is already beefy with the Sterix gauge with the additional. Wow, this is a very big uphill battle. I don't know if VBU Neon can win it.
I mean, and that's the thing, though, is, you know, in that game that CDU had, game 1, they had a Tristana, they had a Kale that were able to get them to a late game point when they were able to get to that 25-30 minute mark. VBU does not have that same answer. Jungkook, it does not have that same level of pressure that he does in the early game. Forgotten Turtle, I mean, he's just so far away. Kylo Ryan trying to be able to survive this kill onto Chitin, won't be able to survive that one. So, I mean, still, the saving grace for VBU Neon is this Yone in the mid lane. It's just, I mean, where else are you going to be able to get that damage once Chitin goes down? And he is going to die right now. As we do get the depth charge landing, it's going to be Yodalicious being able to survive. We do get the teleport coming through. Para04 is the next target as the Paranoia comes out onto Para04. Merciful Crow and Jungkook now in the area as well, with a little bit of damage coming in onto Akira. Akira will be able to get the Sterix Cage proc for the shield. And now Jungkook going to be able to separate everyone with the teleport. Is going to come in from Daze. The cannon gonna get the stuns onto several members, and he's gonna go golden at exactly the right moment. Katakira and Daze are so low. Yodalicious will die, but Para04 is the next target. Gonna get stunned in the gravity well and will die from the teleport from Darth Kylo Ryan as we get several members of VBU to go down. Several teleports activated, and now a turret going in favor of CDU.
This one's going to be a fun one to watch on the back end, because 2 of the Capedogs living on a prayer at the tail end of that fight. And we even see Katakira getting a couple extra shots despite the melee nature of this Nocturne still going in. Wow.
Yeah, an 0-4 Twitch right now has a
0-4.
Blade of the Ruin King. Not even looking to go for a mythic item on Forgotten Turtle. You see that second item with the Hearthbound Axe into the Negatron Cloak. He's looking to go for the Wit's End. He does not even want to try to go for a Kraken Slayer or a Mortal Shield Bow because it's just going to take too dang long. He's 0-4-3 with 154 CS. Meanwhile, at the other end of the rip, Yodalicious, Kraken Slayer, Lord Dominix, and Phantom Dancer. This is going to be the second free Baron that CDU has been able to get, and this one should end the game. CDU should be able to win the game off of this Baron. I don't foresee VBU being able to come back at this point in the contest.
Well, especially when you consider Katakira going to be once again there to snake out any damage that VBU Neon would be able to offer. Not that there is much to go around. Forgotten Turtle has been phased out of this game the entirety of it. Yes, you do have Chitin, who's been very good. Jungkook's going to jump in and initiate, but that is a omen of death. They're going to get the additional pull on Merciful Crow. They aren't going to be able to stop. That is 2 for this Kennen. Katakira going in once again.
Oh my god.
If nothing else, they could say they wasted the Nocturne's ult. They have nothing else in their pocket. It's a victory for the Capedogs.
My word, congratulations. Game number 1 was a massive comeback victory for Capedogs Unleashed. Game number 2, a little back and forth, but at the end of the day, CDU wins that one. And game number 3 is a slaughter against VBU Neon, folks. A 3-0 sweep for the Capedogs out of week 6.
My goodness, it was amazing to see the synergy that we had with the Capedogs. And even if they would have been able to get something going, Katakira was there to answer often and early, immediately taking someone out of the play. So that was a Nocturne game in perfection mode. The chef's kiss, you can receive it right there. I do want to give props to Darth Kylo Ryan in this, because despite going down, getting bullied throughout this game, even in the late game by Chitin, still remained steadfast in those moments, was the bait, for lack of better terms, to get some of these counterattacks to come through, and it really got Katakira started.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough. Like, that was just a rough game. You felt like VBU Neon was just trying to be able to just throw anything at the wall and seeing what would stick. You know, Chitin stuck. 7-6-1, not the best set score, or not the best, KDA in the bracket, not the best mid lane score, but 212 CS, 11,000 gold. I mean, he was the only player that was able to keep up with the rest of CDU, and that was really the saving grace that they needed to have, but he was just way too aggressive, way too caught out, way too many times, and Akira was just having a field day with it. Kylo Ryan would go down, Akira would use Paranoia, and there it was, an extra 300 gold or more in the Nocturne's pocket.
Yeah, and every time that happened, the hole was getting deeper, and it was just being dug further and further. The nightmare was unstoppable in this game, but I do believe we have the winner's interview going forward.